step day by day into looking at these things. So I think one is the understanding of the process of science, understanding about transmission. All our understanding about the virus has evolved. And as that's evolved, our communication has changed, our messaging has changed. So I think that's the first thing. The second, I think, is the issue that you brought up is about the environment of trust. And you can see differences between countries in how much populations and communities trust their leaders and their governments. And
right, this is another one that hasn't stopped blinking. This is about an hour show, and she's pretty much on it all the time, and she does not stop blinking.
A key question.
Wait till it comes back on and we'll go again. Right, watch again. So we've got her back on screen now.
Starting from HIV, from
this is probably one of the worst ones that I've seen, really. And you can't argue that this picture quality isn't pretty damn good. Yeah?
That have infected humans. We've seen that they emerge from
also, a name, I'm pretty sure when I googled a name meant goddess. And she works for health, she's supposed to be a doctor for World Health Organization. When you put their names and Google them and see what they mean, you'll find that they actually do mean something. What's the chances of her being in a position that she is, working for World Health Organization, and her name means goddess?
Is the exact how, when, and where.
Look, she has not stopped blinking. Look at the whites of their eyes as well.
To understand in order to prevent future pandemics.
It's so bright.
It's a bit odd that we don't yet
Right,
know.
see it go back on. See, even though the screen's not on her fully, look at it.
Understand the origin of viruses. It takes several years to know that SARS came from.
Yeah, because when you go visit your doctor and you go see them, they speak to you and blink like this, don't they?
From chimpanzees in
Because that's what they do. That's what people really do.
Were able to infect humans and changed.
If I may just intervene at that point, of course, it's important to bring up the idea of the lab theory, where there's this concern that it's
We don't give a toss about a lab theory. It's all bollocks.
In China.
Let's get back on it. Right, and again, this video's been going for 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Let's just count the blinks just for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Look at that when you try and replicate that blink pattern. You can't even count it, it's that quick. So never mind blinking it yourself like this constantly.
Was the zoonotic, the animal, that it's come from an animal. Now whether it's a wild animal, a domesticated wild animal, or a domestic animal, but is it a bird or a bat?
I could leave this on for 20 minutes and she's doing this.
The majority of them felt that was the origin, but they didn't rule anything out. They had it on the list of hypotheses and said, we need to examine all the data.
This is a tough week this week for Blinker at Week category. I've seen some belters this week. Right, it's come off her again, so we've got 10 seconds where it's not on her and we haven't seen it, yeah? Let's go a bit further back. Right, hang on. Get her them hand signs in that she's doing that. They know when these people are blinking, they don't want it to be on them constantly because they think we're too stupid to notice stuff like this.
That rotate, they are the ones who make policy. They determine the way that WHO
yeah, these people make policy. Yeah, and all policies that we have. But yeah, they can't stop blinking.
That's set out. We also, another thing that's important to understand is WHO works
5 minutes, 4 minutes this has going on for now, and she has not stopped.
Scientists and researchers and doctors from around the world who serve on our different committees, and they provide the recommendations that go into our guidelines. So it's not just a group of people in Geneva who can be influenced by any country. So we try to be.
What are these people? Because this is not human behaviour. We can go by Google, and Google tells us that humans do not blink like that.
To the origins of COVID in China.
See if we go back on again. See if she's still blinking. Just just to show you.
The special World Health Assembly that was held
still doing it.
on the 1st of December came up with this report called A World Together, which is really looking at the future and how do we want it.
I think that's enough, don't you?